What's up, guys? Mason.com here at the Strasburg Railroad, and what you can see in front of me is a crane that's currently building the Roundhouse 30 Railroad Museum in Pennsylvania. And right here we got Amtrak 603, a Western Maryland locomotive, Amtrak AEM7 915, PRGG1 4800, and a Reading car. Yeah, so let's get right into the video. Oh, yeah.
I told him to wear pants.
Here we got PRR 4937 with the Reading car.
They did accept one.
There she is, 90 in her 1990s paint. There it is, the Railroad Museum, Pennsylvania, with a Virginia and Truckee locomotive in there. Oh hey, they kind of remodified the playground. That's right, railroads change lives. Like the Pennsylvania Road. Right there it is, Norfolk and Western 475's tender down there. If you're wondering why her tender is down there, it's because she's getting her 1472 day inspection. There it is, 39's number plate. Oh, look at this, it's CP Casey. After looking in the shop, after being in the shop, we are coming out and finding a spot for the show that's gonna go on right over here in about a couple minutes. Oh man, we got some people walking past. And that one has a stroller with a baby in it, and that one. And yeah, before the show starts. Hello. Hello. Wow. He's tall, though. Hey, yo, somebody's coming out of the coffin.
Rails and tales, eerie local legends. My name is Sebastian, and I will be tonight's keeper of the crypt. You are about to experience ghost stories from all across Pennsylvania. And as you travel in Gilded Age luxury on our train tonight, do not touch anyone. You may think you are surrounded by fellow passengers or costumed actors. But make no mistake, the Strasburg Railroad will take no responsibility of the consequences of you making physical contact with a paranormal entity. So if I were you, I would play it safe and keep your hands to yourself. Because if there's one thing everyone knows who has ever lived or worked in a really old place, it's that where there is history, there are ghosts. Whenever 2 or 3 people gather in a historic place, you can make a safe bet that they will be joined by at least one spirit from the other side. even if nobody notices, the ghost is tagging along. This is especially true at this time of year, when the old lunar year comes to an end, when the nights grow longer and the days retreat into the shadows, when the veil between the worlds grows thin and the dead look into the world of the living. And remember, we, the living, don't need to be on the lookout for the strange and eerie. They come looking for us.
Alright, so what they did was, they told the story of this girl named Anna, and she used to laugh, and her parents worked on a railroad, and yeah, she lived in a mansion until she died, and and then her ghost kept on looking at her own mansion, and he said that some people might see her on the drive back. Yeah.
Told me to wait for you guys.
The Railroad of Pennsylvania.
Haunted rolling stock. They say that ghosts are drawn to energy. 1903 Camelback, built by Baldwin Locomotive Works,
So,
which rode the
Reading
rails under the name of
1187,
Reading
or I
1187.
think 1187 was built.
After decades of service and shunting carriages
Here we
around
go.
for the Philadelphia and Reading Railroad, worked in a stockyard,
Yeah, I was right.
shunting heavy
1187.
goods around its campus. With this change in job came a new operating
And it
number,
was Reading number
4.
1187.
which is quite a come down from 1187. 20 years later, this little engine came to the Strasburg Railroad, where it put in a few years of service before going on display across the street in the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania, a crowd favorite. It's not a big engine, but it's the only one in its class that survived. Some of its siblings were destroyed during the Johnstown flood, pushed off the rails by a torrent of floodwater. Others broke down and were sold for scrap. Of the 825 Camelback switcher locomotives in this class, only this one remains. They were frequently
There's the
delighted to
Rollton
see
boxcar,
reenacted
and
period
right over
costume
here we got
behind the boiler.
Norfolk
This
and
is
Western
the kind of thing that
475's
stakers and
tender.
engineers did back in the day. Visitors made a point of complimenting the museum staff on the great job their colleagues were doing, right down to the city
Oh, hey, you
makeup
can see
and worn
Thomas
faces,
in
and the great
475.
acting performances. The museum has
There's
no
89.
idea how to respond to these compliments because they do not employ costumed performers on the museum floor. Sold in 2020 to the Age of Steam Roundhouse in Sugar Creek, Ohio. The ghost
Being-
went with it. But
RJD
just because the
America.
most celebrated haunted
Seems like
engine in the
614
collection
brought
is
something
gone.
with her, right?
Don't assume that the
And
group
also
that
over there
included
was a
overhead
steam
power
tractor, which
fans
is
lit
actually
to
good.
006
Yo guys, look at this. It's an
and
Amtrak car
355.
and 614's tender.
And then moved on to explore the
Look at that,
music.
there it is.
After
614's
their
tender
voices faded
and an
into the
Amtrak
distance,
baggage car.
the tapes picked up nothing for
that.
minutes after silent night. Then came, they were all too shy to appear when there were humans about.
Midnight Mary, okay.
Back in the days before rideshare apps, people used to hitchhike to get home. And people were glad to offer hitchhikers a ride, unless, of course, they picked up a bright teenager in a pink dress on Bordentown Road near Tullytown Lake, just outside of New Hope and Bristol in Bucks County. That's because this lovely teenager vanishes before you get to your destination, leaving nothing but a pool of water in the passenger seat. Everyone knows a tale or two about a vanishing hitchhiker. Sometime in the town's past, a popular and beautiful young girl had to ride home from a young buck with one too many beers inside him. And when he loses control of the car, her promising life is cut short. In the case of Bristol's Midnight Mary, the car sped right into Town Town.
She was leaning over Mary's two sisters, a little lady. I rolled back onto my right
Cherry Hill.
so I wasn't facing her anymore. Anyone saw of her. The Tale of the Girls of Kinderhook. It was almost a year after my Aunt Martha died when I paid a call on her Tuesday I grew up in. Before Martha passed, the three sisters had lived together for their whole lives in Kinderhook, in the house that had been in our family for generations. The locals call her 2 or 3 dozen old houses scattered over Chestnut Hill.
She refused to straighten the covers on Martha's bed for months after she passed. You know me. I've been keeping this house since we were young. That was my job. But I had to wash those sheets just as Martha left them for so long.
The head of the household, really.
Your grandmother Lenora had something to say about that. If anyone wore too hard or too long, she'd set them straight.
Anything, Elo?
No. Did you hear anything?
There, those footsteps.